Hey guys, how's it going? In part 2 Electric Boogaloo of the Rikku only challenge, I will be tackling the monster arena.
Alright!
First, we're going to get on our side. This is a pretty simple affair. Just play some Cactar minigames. Squid Game can suck it.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Too easy. Bring it on!
Because we're only using one character for all the arena fights, it'll be a good idea to make her some armors and weapons to use. Let's go over them in no particular order because I can't be asked to remember when I made them.
Let's do it!
This is the standard magic heavy armor reduction. Ideal in its ability to make any magic ability hit below 9,999 HP, and have an X potion simply get it all right back.
If you say so!
This is your standard physical damage reduction armor. It's essentially the physical version of the previous armor.
Rikku approved item?
We're gonna need both of these. This was my setup for farming. Yes, farming Dark Flan for magic. It covers all the basics you need to go directly into Flare and Ultima spam. Since we don't have access to Dark Anima, we have to kill it ourselves.
I'm gonna use that item.
This is your standard all-around armor. It covers all aspects of debuffs and damage.
Super duper.
It is not a perfect defense armor like the other two, but it covers so much in one piece that it's basically going to be the one armor I'm going to use often. Ribbon is such a pain in the ass to get, I decided it would be best invested in something like this. This is my Earth Eater armor. There's not much to explain here.
This should bring us luck.
It's designed to make Rikku last long enough just so that she can kill it before Flare kills her. This is the go-to farm item. I can't explain why I decided to throw a break HP limit on there, but
what should I do?
could have went to better use elsewhere, but whatever, it's not a big deal. And now for the weapons. There's really not much to say about this one. This is just going to be your standard AP gaining item.
Looky here!
That's all it's going to be used for, and that's all it's good for. And here comes the standard magic damage weapon.
Who makes these things?
It took quite a bit of farming to get the dark matters for the break damage limit, but it's nothing too excessive with her killing Sleep Sprout in one shot. Magic Booster doubles the spell cost to 2 MP, so this item will come in handy for double cast Ultima and Flares without really denting your MP pool. Honestly, this last weapon was really just a holdover from the main story. Godhand doesn't have counters, so this comes in handy to avoid all the evadable attacks while also returning some extra damage. There's no limit break on it though.
Oh?
The one weapon I'm probably going to get the most use out of is obviously going to be Godhand.
Leave it to me!
So after completing the captures for the sigil, I headed directly back to the arena. The good news is that the AP gain in Omega and Sin are quite good, so right off the bat Rikku's hitting incredibly hard.
Yeah!
One Eye gets absolutely shit on. He serves as both a good way to get triple AP and as a source of magic defense spears. I did not recall what Rikku's base magic defense was, so I stuck around until I got 63 of them. 63 is always going to be the maximum, since the lowest stat is never going to be below 5.
If you say so!
Here's a little trick you can use if you got Overdrive to AP with Victor mode. This handy mode will always net you a flat percentage of your total AP to the next level. What this means is that a dingo can give you 80% of any level. I do not know the exact value, nor do I really care to check. With triple AP and triple Overdrive, you can guarantee 2 to 3 sphere levels on any fight. Yes, you heard me correctly. That's also on top of the AP that the fight would normally give you. So if you're capturing enemies and you want to get a few extra sphere levels in the same time, I recommend doing it this way. Of course, we could always go to everyone's favorite for some reason, Don Tomberry, or the Cactar King. Personally, I've always used Kotos. mainly because with the low HP of Rikku or Lulu, one smack from him can easily get you maximum AP with just Overdrive to AP. But unfortunately, we're just using Rikku. So we're going to be using the very slow and painful method of using Victor mode. Naturally, I had to ask myself, is there a better way?
Trust me, this'll
And
work.
the answer is, fuck, yes there is. Loner grants you a similar, albeit smaller, percentage bonus. The difference is that you can get an absolute shitload of defense just from doing the Rikku dance.
Yahoo!
I got roughly 40,000 from a fight with Victor mode. Let's change it to Loner mode and do this roughly 10 times. 200,000!
Give me that!
I don't know about you, but that's delicious. So naturally, I decided to try defending for a few more turns. However, the rate significantly slows down. I don't know why, so essentially my strategy changed from counting up to 20 to just defending until the enemy got 2 turns. This worked out to about roughly 300,000 AP in a matter of seconds. I would argue that this is actually superior to the Don Tonberry method for a single character, especially with grenades. Grenade the team, and then the dingo. Repeat until the grid is covered, and it doesn't take as long as you think. I also made the use of tonics to get some gil. I won't be going over how to make gil in Final Fantasy X because I've already made a video exploring the popular methods, which you can find here if you're interested in watching.
Whoa! Talk about a hardhead!
And just to tick that completion disorder I appear to have, I went to my favorite friend, the Yellow Element, to teach Rikku some overdrives. All of them. Seriously, that guy. I hate him.
It's all in the wrist.
During the extensive grid clearing operation, I thought I'd be clever and snag some teleport spheres from Sleep Sprout. The problem: teleport only works on what other party members have activated. Guess how many nodes they've activated? After some more dingo dungo, we finally activate the entire grid and are ready.
I am growing stronger. Yes.
Step 1. Place down magic defense spears. With magic defense maxed out, a substantial amount of the threat is gone. So what do we do now? We start a kill montage. Crank up the metal, my dude.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Strato Avis. More like Grounded Avis. Marlboro Menace. More like Marlboro Delight. I got nothing for this one. Qual Regina. More like Qual the Duchess. Rikku beats Jormungand like her name is Sephiroth. The Espada gets dulled. The Abyss Worm will never gaze back anymore. That Chimera Geist is exercised. Don Tonberry drives up to the toll booth. Catapebbles gets beaten with kitty litter. Abaddon is abandoned. More like Vorbanned from this Minecraft server. The Cactar King finally gets dethroned after kicking my with his needles. Alright. Area creations are done and out of the way.
It's not that tough, really.
This girl has been doing her sit-ups, push-ups, squats, and 10-kilometer runs. Cue up that music, boys. It's time to extinct some species with a little fister. Ornitholestes gets robbed of his life. Teryx, oddly enough, isn't a beetle. Face it, hornets are the assholes of the animal kingdom anyways. We show Vidatu what a real death deity looks like. The what? Can I say that on television? Tank It is the first interesting fight. We'll get back to it. I forgot how much of a fuck he is. We kill Fafnir and hope that he drops the fabled McRiddle. Oh yeah, we got it. Bomb King. More like Dud King.
Yeah, it's the sugar knife,
We're now going to take this opportunity to repeat this portion to max out strength on our girl. Because that is step 2. So now that we hit for max damage on everything, it's time for a little revenge. Took a few fights to determine how many hits will send him over the edge. It's 4. Followed by 6 more hits and we win. Here, we'll take a small break to max out her defense because that is step 3. With max defense and death proof, Fenrir gets beat by her right hand.
Let's get him, girls!
Not a bad idea.
Count me in!
Enter Ironclad.
Let's get him, girls! Yeah!
Exit Ironclad. I decided to hold off on Jumbo Flan for now.
Is that edible?
Let's make a few rounds through the originals, huh? New song, my dude. Earth Eater takes a dirt nap.
Don't hold anything back. Show me what you've learned. Stop. That is enough.
Greater Spear is now a lesser puddle. Why is this death animation so damn long? Catastrophe for him, maybe? Brachioredos has a tricky pattern. The pattern is you put up auto life and he protects. Get defisted.
Leave it to me!
I'm a fire in my labor!
More like you. Well, unfortunately, we're more or less done with everything that won't benefit from a magic damage weapon. So now it's time to get that magic booster boosting magic and magic blast that Jumbo Flan. Auto Shell covers any damage he throws down, Auto Reflect lets me slow and flare him, and Auto Regen allows me to never need healing. Unfortunately, you'll only be able to put down one at a time until you get strong enough to overkill him for max damage. Eventually, Flare will do it pretty easily for much quicker kills. Now we're going to take a short break to max out our magic attack because that's going to come in handy for the next few fights.
Double your pleasure!
And with that, we now have maximum magic.
Time to go, Escargo!
Here we have the only actually original creation and is the only one with a multi-phase fight. It also requires a magic weapon to beat, which we have. This is why we went to go max out our magic. Ribbon also does some pretty good work here.
Boom! Like happy festival fireworks, yeah?
It's all in the wrist.
GG easy, no replays. Ultima Buster is ultimately a bust. Ultima ultimately decimates his delicate appendages. I can see why P. Birdman made the head untargetable. But like they say, spitters are quitters.
What?
Nemesis. This fight has thus far been the only one that's been an actual challenge throughout this entire, well, challenge. First off, let's take a look at this dude's stats. Even with a beefcake like this 80-pound high school girl, he's still a dangerous dude. His attack pattern, however, is very predictable. He follows the standard cascading style sheet attack pattern. Canyon, spark, and swipe. In between his attacks, he can swipe at will. Every one of these attacks adds to a counter where he will eventually use Armageddon. Armageddon will always deal maximum damage, and you will die. Ultra Spark is oddly enough his most dangerous move because it deals over 30,000 damage without cheer. I did not grind Ironclad for more HP, so this is essentially the limit of the normal grid. My only means of getting more HP is through stamina tablets, and the problem comes from when he decides to use Armageddon. If he does so after cannon, I absolutely need to auto-life that turn I get back up. Spark will kill her, and I don't have the turns to set her up in one turn. As for damage, Spark will inflict Power Break. Turns out Quick Hit was actually a bad idea for this fight, which is a very strange thing because Quick Hit's usually the best answer for everything. Double Cast with Magic Booster lets me ignore Power Break completely, while also giving me a means of healing. Drain is a vastly underrated healing ability, as it does upwards of 20,000 damage, which also means you recover 20,000 HP. I had to make sure that she had full HP every single turn, and doubled up on drains if she wasn't at max HP, which was around 40,000. Ultima Weapon took 10 seconds. Omega Weapon took 11 minutes. Nemesis took well over 19 minutes to kill. 19 minutes may not seem like a long time, but it's actually a long time to be keeping track of a 3-order pattern. It's very easy to make a mistake. It's a good thing I don't make mistakes. Cut that footage. Don't show that.
Come on, chin up, eyes forward. Let's see what you got. Maybe we should run? Ugh, I thought I was gonna die. What should I do? You, stop!
With the mark of Conquest, this is the Rikku only challenge complete. Thank you once again for sticking it out with me this far. I hope you enjoyed the video. You know what? Let me know in the comments below if you think I should try the Dark Aeons. I might be crazy enough to try a Rikku only penance, although my limited knowledge is telling me that might be impossible. I have done crazier things in the past, like doing Chocobo Catcher at double speed or Lightning Dodger at double speed. Who knows? As always, take care for now, and I will see you in the next challenge run. Later.